welcome back to my channel for another bonus video. I love bonus videos, they're so much fun to me. Today I'm doing something kind of out of the ordinary and I'm gonna take you through exactly what I do for my organic self-tanning routine that I do at home. I definitely try to limit my sun exposure just because that's one thing that the women in my family have told me is the #1 key to anti-aging, and then also for safety reasons, but that doesn't mean I don't want to be tan, especially in these winter months where I'm not just naturally getting a little bit of sun outside. I never really lay out in the sun, but during these winter months, I get pretty pale and I like to have a little bit of a healthy glow, but I have always been really afraid of tanning products, to be honest, for a few reasons. Normally when I try them, I become orange, streaky, patchy, and then there's so many chemicals. I'm actually very, very sensitive to a lot of additives. So growing up, whenever I would try a self-tanner, it would actually be a migraine trigger for me. Whatever I was soaking up through my skin, because you do soak up so much through your skin, whatever was irritating in that for me would quite literally give me terrible, terrible migraine. Because of that, I just kind of stopped self-tanning and I never really have. But about 5 months ago, a brand reached out to me and they were completely organic and asked me if I wanted to try them out. I was a little bit apprehensive at first, but I went ahead and said yes, because I will try anything for you guys. And I read the ingredients and I was like, oh wow, this actually looks really clean and cool. And I tried them out and I loved them. So I asked them if they wanted to work with me on a video. So we're working together today and I'm going to show you exactly what I do for my self-tanning routine. As you can see, it's been a while. It is time for me to do it again. I would love to get a little bit of a glow back. I'm gonna walk you through what I do, and then I'm going to actually film the process of my routine for you so you can get an idea of the tips and tricks I use to try to make it look natural, not streaky, not patchy, and just a healthy glow. First and foremost, today I'm going to exfoliate. So I'm going to exfoliate 24 to 48 hours before actually doing my tanning routine. That's to get rid of dead skin cells, but not too many, because the dead skin cells are what the product adheres to tan. So you want to be exfoliated, but you don't want to exfoliate same day or else you won't have the same results. So I'm going to do that today, and then in a couple days I'm going to film me doing the actual tanning process. But before doing that, I want to introduce you to the brand that I have fallen in love with. They are called EcoTan. They're based out of Australia and they're certified organic. This is a 1-hour self-tanning mousse. This is what I use to tan. And then for my face, I actually use this face tan water. It's kind of like a toner. I'll talk about it a little more in a second. The Mitt. They have a lot of really, really cool products that I like, but besides exfoliating, these are the 3 essentials. These are the 3 things that I use frequently. Just to give you an idea of the ingredients, reading back through, the first ingredient is aloe vera leaf juice. The second one is witch hazel. This has organic coffee, ginger, and blood orange. I hate the smell of most tanning products. You know how it smells like kind of like chemically? Maybe it's the smell of it that gives me a headache. I don't know what it is, but this smells like dessert, which is crazy to me. It smells like those ingredients, coffee, ginger, and orange. Like, it smells so good. Also, before talking about this a little bit more, I did ask them for a promo code for you guys so that you can get something out of this as well. So if you're interested in this, I do have a 20% off promo code. The link will be down below, and it is Michelle Loves, which, I mean, makes sense because I do really love this. So Michelle Loves, link down below, 20% off. Also, these are vegan as well. I know I have a lot of vegan friends in this community. So let's start off with the tanning mousse. This is technically the dark color, but you can leave it on for 1 to 4 hours depending on how dark you want it. And I was a little bit afraid of the sound of dark because I didn't want it to be extreme, but I normally leave it on for about 2 hours and it's actually very, very subtle and natural. It's perfect. And I am pretty fair, as you can tell. This is the face tanning water. You literally use it like a toner, and I like it because it doesn't leave any patchiness, any residue. Also, personally, it doesn't break out my skin. It's literally the same as like putting a toner on your face. And I actually do this every few days to like kind of keep up a gradual tan whenever I have the mousse tan still on my body. Right now, it's basically like I have nothing on because I need to do this again with you. And then this is the tanning mitt. I think it's actually really cool. I've never seen a tanning mitt like this. It has 2 sides. So this side is kind of like the more traditional tanning mitt. It's kind of has the texture of like a towel. So this is the side you use the mousse for, but this side is almost like a pleather material. So the product doesn't get lost inside of it. So I use this side for my face tanning water. I'll actually pour a little bit on here and then rub it around my face like this. And then this side I'll use for my body. But you can also use your fingers as well. One thing that I have learned is don't use a cotton pad. You would think to use a cotton pad, but it just soaks up so much, you're really wasting a lot of the product. So to get like the most bang for your buck, I would recommend using this side of a tanning mitt or your hands. Is it so weird that the remaining product on this smells even sweeter than like when you first apply it? And like, I wish I could make a candle out of this, which is so funny for self-tanning things because I normally hate the smell, but the stuff smells so good. So without further ado, I am going to exfoliate and shower, and then in 2 days, I'm gonna see you, which for you is right now, and show you exactly how I do this for the best, most natural results. Here is a full body view of my pale self before I do my self-tanning routine so that you can see the before and after. Obviously, normally I don't wear this while I'm doing it, but for the sake of filming, I am. So I'm gonna walk you through the process of what I normally do, at least parts of it, and then we'll see the final result. For the sake of ease of filming, I'm gonna show you how I do my face first. I normally do it last. I normally like do my whole body and end with my face. Also, please pardon my weird rash. I'm breaking out in this rash, and then I got a sore throat and a stuffy nose, and I think it's some sort of viral thing. TMI. So you can use your fingers or you can use this side of the mitt to apply your face tan water. As I said though, I would recommend not using a cotton pad because you don't want it to soak up all that good stuff. You want to get the most out of this bottle. And this is something that you can actually do 2 to 3 times a week to kind of like upkeep your tan on your face. I normally do this over the sink. This might be a little bit risky, but for lighting's sake, I'm doing it in here. So I'm just going to, you want to try to get about a teaspoon onto your face. So I'm going to put this on my mitt, start to rub it around. And you want to feel an even coating around your skin. I have a little bit on my lips, so I'm gonna wipe that off. So I feel an even amount of coating on my skin, and this is going to start to develop. I am going to start on my body tan. I start on my ankles up, so my skin is clean and dry. I recently showered, I have no lotion on, I have no deodorant on, I have nothing on my skin. It's always weird for me to go a couple hours without deodorant, I don't know why. I moved it down here so that I can show you how I do it. I'm gonna show you how I do my legs, and then I will go finish the rest of my body. But I start at my ankles up. You need to be pretty liberal with this. You can use the more fabric-y side of your mitt, or you could use your hand. Welcome to the frame of just my legs as I show you what I do. I use a pretty good amount, and I work this onto my skin. I kind of start in the middle of my leg where I want the most color to be, and then use the residual a little bit closer to my ankle and foot so that the drier parts don't get too concentrated. And I make sure that my leg is very covered. And then I move up to my knee. And then I continue with the rest of my leg. So I'm gonna continue that with the rest of my body, the exact same kind of method, to where I use a liberal amount, and then on the areas that I know are a little bit drier, like my knees and my elbows, I will kind of like lightly blot it on so that it's not too concentrated as compared to the rest of my body. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to let this sit. You can let it sit anywhere between 1 and 4 hours, depending on how much you want it to develop. I find like 2.5 is good for me to see like enough of a result, but not overdo it. So I'm gonna go do the rest of my body, and then I will be back. Okay, I am fully covered in my self-tanning. It's about 11, so at about 1, I'm going to just rinse off in the shower, not like fully shower like I did before this, but just rinse off, and then I will be back to show you what that looks like in comparison to my before. But also the color does continue to develop a little bit even after you've rinsed it off. So I'll be back in 2 hours. Flash forward 2 hours exactly. It is 1:00 p.m. So I'm gonna go just rinse this off in the shower real quick, put back on that first outfit so you can see the comparison of the before and after. And it is a very subtly natural, healthy glow, which is exactly what I'm trying to get. I'm not trying to be a human Cheeto. So I'm excited to show you. All right, I officially rinsed off, and here is my after. As I said, the color does continue to develop for a couple of hours. So this color will get a little more deep and rich in tone, and I left it on for half of the amount of time. You could leave it on if you like a more tan color. You could leave it on for even longer, but I'm gonna put a picture over here of what I looked like before so that you can see it in comparison to the after. I feel like I just look like I have a little bit of a healthier glow. I love it. Thank you so much for watching. I love hanging out with y'all. If there's any other parts of like my beauty routine that you want to see me do, let me know. I will look into it and make a video on it for you. This has been something that has been kind of new to me, just 6 months, and I have loved getting to play around with it and be a little bit more of a glowy goddess. So thank you to EcoTan for introducing me to your awesome products and kind of presenting a solution to my problem of either damaging my skin, putting chemicals on my body, or being pale. Now I don't have to choose one of those 3 things. I can kind of have it all, which is great. Thank you for being organic and vegan and cruelty-free and all of the good things. You're doing good stuff in this world, and I appreciate that. For all of you that are interested, don't forget that there is the promo code Michelle for 20% off and the link down below. I hope you enjoyed this bonus video. I will see y'all in a video very soon, and I hope you have the best rest of your day. Bye.